Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. I want to give double honors to the apostles of great mercy who do rule well. Salutation to the men of the hopeful and sincere elect. Alright? Just want to do a quick edification. Basically, it's basically a testimony, of what took place with me, last night on my way home from work. Alright? Basically, I will name the video our testimony of, of the Lord's mercies. Alright, so yesterday it had a lot of rain here in Trinidad, and it could have been like around 7 p.m. I was on my way home, and at the end of the highway, for those who know the highway, at the end of Digger Martin Highway, to head to go further up where I live in, the end of the highway makes a sharp left turn. Alright, and across the road from that sharp left turn, there's a planter to go on the other side of the road. So, as I said, rain falling, so I wasn't speeding, alright? And as I said, I'm coming up to the stop to turn. So obviously I have to, slow down. And I mashed the brakes, and as I turn in to make the corner, the car literally just picked up a skid. And I lost total control of the car. I want to say, so it's like, let me see, like the direction I facing is the direction the car was facing. So as I'm going up to the corner, I turn, and as the car, as I now turn, the car just pick up the skid and just going into the planter. Now my front shock's not good. So I was like, shit, I cannot fuck up the car. That's the first thought running my mind. And literally, this is the amazing part. Like we said, this is the planter, and this is the car. The car literally came about that close. That was, I in my mind, that was it. Like, the car fucked up. And as the car was about this close, the front of the car just pulled away, like literally. Like, this is me coming up to the planter, and the front of the car just pulled, like if somebody had a rope on the front of the car and just give it a hard tug. The front of the car literally just pull away from the planter and pull back to the next side of the road. So I think we're gonna make us a 360 in the road, because when it pulled, I saw the car behind me. The car behind me stopped when he realized what happening. And the car pulled to turn and then straighten back up on the next side of the road, like literally. On the, let me say, it's a dual carriageway. It's a dual carriageway. So I was on the outer end, alright, because the car was skidding away from the turn to go into the planter. Alright? So I was on the right side. It's two carriageways. So I was on the right side of the carriageway because I was gonna hit the planter. And when the car made the sharp pull, literally I wasn't even pulling the car, because I was trying to turn, and the car literally wasn't doing that. I'm mashing the brakes and nothing. And the car pulled and did like if you're gonna make a 360 in the road, and then straighten back up, facing the direction where I have to go. But on the next side of the road, where vehicles could pass around, like literally, like if I pulled over on the shoulder, that is literally where the car stopped and facing the direction. It didn't even make a 360. It did like this and just straighten back up on the next side of the road. So it's like, let's say let's have 2 lanes here, but the 2 lanes go in the same direction. I coming around this corner, it pulls away and then end back on this side. And I was like, I had to give the Lord praises. And then when I look into drive off now, the car in neutral. I can't even drive because the car in neutral. I don't even know how the car reached in neutral. Alright? And just the way the car pulled away from the planter, I know the most I had to be involved in that, because all the time I literally lost total control of the car, and inches away from the planter, the car literally just did a hard jerk, like somebody literally had a rope and tugged the car hard away from the planter. The car, the back of the car was supposed to hit the planter at least with that pull. And nothing hit the planters. I was inches away from the planter. The car just pulled away from the planter and then park on the next side of the road, outer harm's way. Alright, and hey, that is why we are always have to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So I just want to just read a few precepts here, you know, and you know, alright. So it says Job chapter 5 and verse 19. It says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. So in the time of your troubles, bet the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai gonna be with you. The Lord gonna be with you. That was just a faith booster for me that, hey, look, I was in the midst of literally fucking macabre. And the Lord inches away from fucking the car up, excuse my French. The Lord literally came through. There is no way, as I said, this is the road. There is no way I could be going around a corner, sliding to go and hit something, and the front of the car just literally just pull away just like that. Pull away. It didn't even make a 360 with the pull it make. It did like this and just turn and straighten up. And straighten up on the next side of the road. Now I'm no NASCAR driver, so I sure as hell didn't do that. Alright? That is why I always had to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Alright? This is Psalms 91 and verse 11. It says, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy way. As the scripture says, it says, touch not my anointed, do not do my prophet any harm. Alright? The Lord gonna be with you in the time coming. We're coming into the time of Jacob's trouble. We're coming into the time. 2025 could just be that year. Alright? We're coming into the time of Jacob's trouble. Revelation chapter 3 and 10, where we're gonna need the Lord's mercies more than anything. Alright? Don't doubt. The scripture says don't doubt. Alright? Don't doubt. The Lord won't deliver you if you doubt him. Yahushua said it. He said, oh, you have little faith. Why did you doubt? Now is the time where we're supposed to be building our faith, building our hope. That is why we go through situations like this, so that the Lord will show you that he is there with you. So that I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. Alright? He says, verse 12, it says, for they shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. And I literally dashed my foot, the car, against the stone. And inches, literally, not feet, inches away, inches away from fucking the car up. And the car just made a literal hard jerk like that. Like literally, like if somebody had a rope. That is the best way I can explain it. Like a rope was tied to the front end of the car, and just before it hit, the person just gave the car a hard jerk and pull it away from the plant. That is literally how the best I could explain it. And not only with the pull it made, the car literally was almost like it was gonna do a total 360, but it didn't. As the car turned around, so the car that was behind me, for me to see the car behind me shows that I was done almost making a 360. So it's like I made a whole 90-degree turn, a whole 90-degree turn to see the car behind me, and the car straightened up on the next side of the lane. That is if guess what? If that is not Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, then I don't know who it is, because it's only Yahweh Hashem Yahushai know. Alright? And him do I testify openly every day long. Alright? This is the final precept here. This is Psalms 139 and verse 7. It says, whither shall I go from thy spirit? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. And that cut that hell doctrine, because what the Lord doing in hell? But David saying, hey, if I in prosperity, Lord, you're the reason for my prosperity. And Lord, if I be abased, even in my abasement, you are there with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Right? It says, if I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. So the Lord gonna be with you in everything. As long as you, Sirach, it says, is there any that ever called on his name and was forsaken? Roughly paraphrasing. As long as you call upon the name Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai will be with you every step, every inch of the way, everything you go through in this journey before the time of trial, before the hour of temptation, remember it, because you're gonna be there, just like Romans 15:4, for your learning. Those testimonies that you have is for your learning. Yes, it helps other brothers, but it's also for you to build your faith, because you are the one that experienced it. All right? So hold on to it, because the Lord Yahweh Hashem shall require you to have faith in the time coming. All right? So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Hashem Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles of great ministry do rule well. Salutation to the men of the hopeful and saints elect. All right? Shalom. Stay strong.